Hey everyone, Gregory here from WapCar, and this is the all-new 2022 Perodua Alza. Now, today isn't going to be one of our usual reviews. No, my colleague Adrian has already driven this car, so if you're keen to find out how it drives, how much space it has, I suggest you go check out his video instead. Today, I want to give you the hard numbers, facts and figures, real-world data surrounding the Alza. So that means 0 to 100 sprint times, fuel consumption figures, and NVH levels. Why? Because these are some of the most important things regarding a 7-seater MPV, right? You've got half the world out there asking,
"This car Genting-ah?"
Unfortunately, we're not going to be doing a Genting run, but we will be crunching data and numbers, like how we do things over at WapCar. So, without further ado, cue the music, let's get to it. The 2022 Perodua Alza range has 3 models, with the X kicking things off, followed by the H, and then there's this, the AV variant, which is the range topper. Now under the bonnet, we get a 1.5-litre naturally aspirated engine that puts out 105 horsepower at 6,000 RPM and 138 Nm of torque at 4,200 RPM. Now all that power gets sent to the front wheels via a D-CVT automatic transmission. Now dual mode CVT, or D-CVT for short, works by employing a belt drive at lower speeds and then engaging a mechanical gear drive at higher speeds. This setup offers very good throttle response and efficiency, which was very apparent in the Ativa and Myvi facelift that we've tested. Okay, so kicking things off with our 0 to 100 test, we have our race logic timing gear set up, the tyre pressures all adjusted to the manufacturer's specifications. What else? Let's see. Drive mode into power, stability control off, and the transmission into D. Now why D and not S? Because in S, it mimics a conventional upshift, which then induces torque dip, which is great for some transmission feel if you're on some twisty B roads, but not the best if you're going for an all-out sprint, right? Okay, everything's sorted out, so left foot on the brakes, build up some revs, and off we go! Let's do this. Alright, so that's 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100 brakes! Woo! Okay, now that we're done, let's look at the results. So we did a total of 3 runs, and our best 0 to 100 time is 13 seconds, while our best 100 to 0 is 41 meters. Not bad. Okay, on to the next part of the test, NVH levels, because we want to discover just how refined the Alza really is, right? I have with me my trusty dB meter. We're cruising at about 110 kilometers per hour. Aircon fan speed is set to 2, and it's giving me a reading of 68 decibels. When we repeated this test in the middle row, it also gave us a reading of 68 decibels. So there you go, fair figure. Oh, I should let you know that most of the noise is coming from the tires. Wind noise? Barely noticeable. Last but not least, the fuel consumption test. Now using our WapCar parameters, we first make sure that the tyres are pumped up to the manufacturer's recommendations. Driving mode left in normal, auto start-stop is on, climate control set to fan speed 2 and middle temperature. Rear blowers are also at speed number 2. So we're going to fill the car up to 1 click before we depart. Drive for 100 kilometers over a variety of conditions, with the split being 60% city and 40% highway. Obviously, we'll try our best for this year. We can't get it down to the exact number. So yeah, let's do it. And then finally, back to this same pump and refuel back to 1 click again. So we've travelled a total distance of 120.9 kilometers, and topping up again to one click means we've used up just 8.63 liters of fuel. So work that out and we would get a fuel consumption figure of 7.1 liters per 100 kilometers. It's quite a bit off the mark from Perodua's claimed 4.5 liters per 100 km, but you know, facts are facts, so there you go. Also, do remember that we conducted this test with 2 people and no luggage on board, so things may turn out a little differently for you, obviously. So then, the all-new Perodua Alza here in range-topping AV form. And from today's results, it's looking like a pretty competitive option, especially for around this price mark. Don't believe me? Here's how it stacks up against the competition in terms of acceleration, fuel efficiency, and cabin refinement. So it looks good, drives well, is comfortable, practical, efficient, and with the full suite of Perodua's advanced safety assists, safe too. Sounds like a winner to me. In fact, it's so good it just might transcend the class and body style if you ask me. The best MPV for under 100,000 ringgit then? Nay, the best car for under 100,000 ringgit. And on that note, I think it's time we call it a day. Thank you so much for watching, do subscribe, hit the bell icon, and I'll catch you guys in the next one, alright? Drive safe, everybody. Off, and the transmission.
Sorry.
Oh, well.
Our mics are not on. What am I doing?
Oh my god.
Your mic is on?
No, I don't think so, yeah.
Luckily.
Ciao.